Basically the only video that anyone cares about on my channel is arrived. It kind of all started with me saying why I'm so upset about Riverdale doing Heathers, and then I've slowly become less upset, and you know what? I'm embracing it. I've seen the trailers, let's just freaking watch this. Everyone else watched it yesterday, I'm watching it today because I don't have TV anymore, so I have to wait till it comes out on the website, which is right now. And I was gonna, try to watch the one before this so I knew what was happening. But that's not gonna happen, so let's just watch the recap. I'm sure I'll figure it out. So far this makes no sense, because why is Cheryl, like, telling Kevin, like, you have to do Heathers, questions, like, also she was choosing a musical, she should have chosen one that she would get the main part in, and not, I mean, Heather Chandler is a lead, but it's not the main, so she could have done something else, just saying. That'd be a smarter choice. I can't deny that I'm happy that this is starting out with Casey Cott being the first person to sing. Definitely way too auto-tuned, but like, he doesn't need it. He's been trained. Just let him be raw. Literally, they have, from what I've seen, they have a potentially good product. Their singers aren't half bad. They're all very attractive people. If they would just stop overplaying every single moment, then they would have like a good show. The way they're, at least with Carrie, they started off the episode with it, and it was like it was a very fluid movement into what was happening. This is so weird, the way they're, like, bringing it in. It's, like, I feel so bad for Casey, because he finally got a singing role, but then they made it, like, the most awkwardly placed song ever. Why can't we do this musical? Listen to the song! And then it's just a karaoke version, and they don't have any backup, they don't have anything, it's not even, like, flowing with the story, it's just literally... I'm so sorry, Casey. My heart goes out to you. In my last video, I said I would stan a gender swapped version where Casey is Veronica and, sister got her wish. Also, what was the point of having a cast list? Here's who's playing who, if literally none of the characters are singing their songs. Like, I know that Lily and Cole sing 17 because y'all were so excited to tell me because I wanted them to, so thank you. I appreciate that you're excited with me. And but what's the point of having a cast list if the people who are on the list don't sing the songs? Once again, as I said in my last video, I do not think Camila Mendes is a bad singer, but why are they leaving in her breaths? And it's like an auto-tuned breath too, which just makes me so uncomfortable. It was so bad after she said cafes. Smoky French cafes. That was, Camila, why are they doing this to you, sweetie? I'm sorry. It cuts to Josie and Archie. Josie, who's playing Veronica, by the way. Why isn't she singing that? She's supposed to be Veronica. Like, is this like just a me thing? That's where it's confusing. Like, literally, like, this is Veronica. We're gonna have a scene where you're standing there and your boyfriend is gonna sing your part in your song. Cool? Cool. Okay, you're the singer? Cool. Okay, I retract that statement. Josie started singing. My bad. I should wait until they're done before I start being mean. Yeah, I definitely think Lily's voice is the most, like, aesthetically pleasing. It started off really weird because they didn't really give like a lead up into it. She just like cut away and then she cut back to her and she was singing. But again, as always with Riverdale, the cinematography is just astounding. I just wish that they could, like, they have such a good product if they could just take and tweak some things. Why are they using the same part of Beautiful? Just not today. They used that like 3 times in a row or like 4 times in a row. That's a lot. The Wise and Beautiful is one of my favorite parts of the song. The execution was just god-awful. He was like talking, and he's like, you don't know what your kids are thinking. Why? It was like so, give it, like, she was literally right next to him. Like, it'd be so awkward in real life if you were just talking to someone and you turn around and start singing like that. Casey's singing great. It's not a him problem. It's a, like, who thinks that this is how teenagers act, Or, like, even teenagers in a musical. You can only take suspendable disbelief so far before it's just madness. This is absolutely not important, but once again, I can hear Lily on the lower harmonies for the Heather, and it is tight. I don't know who sang You're Gonna Die at 3 p.m., but they did not. Listen to this. Okay. This part's cute. Out of my way, geek. I don't want trouble. You're gonna die at 3 p.m. Why was there an echo on PM? Not only was it not, you're going to die at 3 p.m. I don't even remember how he did it already, I forgot. But there was, he'd like worded it, like timed it out weird, and then he also, there was an echo on PM. It's not good. But yeah, so far I actually don't hate it. I do not hate it. I think the cinematography really helps. It does definitely has like a very like a 90s vibe when they do it. I thought the part with the three Heathers was really cool. Just because I love the costumes and I stand Lily Reinhart probably, and Camilla. As much as in practice it sounds like a cool thing to have like the cast alternating with their different voices singing this song, it's so weird because they all have very different vocal styles, especially since it's translating from like boy to girl. It's like I'm getting like whiplash because it's a lot of shifting vocals, and I'm like, it's hard to follow the song. And then also they cut so many parts out that and this is just for someone who knows the musical before watching this, obviously, but it's just also hurting me a little bit spiritually every time they cut out a part of the song. Casey really saved us all there with that last note. It was great. The scene transitions they're doing, where it was like, can we do the musical? Flip. Now they're doing the musical. Like, I don't know if they filmed more, but then they had to cut it due to like time. But it's very, like, the story is not flowing. And then also, it's still hilarious that Reggie goes out of his way to be like, we're just two straight dudes doing theater. I don't know, maybe in the last episode there's a thing with that and why they're saying that, but it's just so funny because they're playing people that are framed as gay, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ironic, and I don't know if they go into that in here, so maybe Riverdale fans are watching this and not understanding that, but as a Heathers fan, low-key funny. If it's intentional, that's actually good writing, which is surprising to say the least. As the 3 hours of ads in between start, the opening, not bad. Basically, Riverdale is all about making you forget that it's Riverdale by being super aesthetically pleasing, and I thought the part with the three Heathers was really aesthetically pleasing, enough that I can kind of forget the cringe of earlier and the weird transitions and the lack of flow. The me inside of me reference was really, that was good. See, sometimes they do good stuff, so I want to know who the one writer is that's making these funny, you only get it if you know Heather's references. I want to talk to them. Have you ever been to a musical where your director goes, your set and costumes are ready, so even though we're learning the blocking, go put on your costumes? Also, like I said, he's talking about the Heathers like in Candy Store right now, and it seems like they're definitely focusing on the Heathers because, you know, Cheryl, Betty, and Veronica are main characters. So that's, I mean, that's a nice take, I guess. I didn't think that they could say the following lines after where are we gonna have a problem, but I wasn't expecting it to just have all these awkward musical breaks. Like, I get that they can't say some of these things on television, but they can replace them, right? Like, it's not that hard. Also, the whole storyline is going like lightning fast, and I think that's actually just how Riverdale goes normally, but I'm out of practice in watching it, so it's very jarring when all of a sudden it's like this to this to this to this to this. We're getting into why people, I'm finally understanding why my fellow theater children's reactions have been so negative. If you lack the goose, go play duck, duck, goose. Let your mommy fix you ice cream. Dirty Dancing with the football team. No, no, no. Who wants to start a parody channel where I need a ginger and I need a dark-haired female, and we're gonna recreate this? Please. Can we recreate it? On with their lyrics, please. I might have heard that wrong, but did she just say, gotta prove you're not a doorknob anymore? Am I drunk? What? Doorknob? Also, this is apparently the dance-off slash riff-off, which, I mean, again, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is tolerable. The whole join the team, whine and moan, you know what I'm saying? Very auto-tuned. Like, so much more noticeably auto-tuned than the rest of it, and the rest of it is very noticeably auto-tuned. It was, why is it so funny to me that, they couldn't hit the and end up like her up in that high register, so they had to bring it down. Wig snatch. Whoever the Riverdale choreographer is really likes that whole, like, like straight legs, like drop it and then bring it up and move, because they had Chris do it in Carrie, and now they're having Cheryl do it right now. So that's, I don't know, that was just a weird parallel that I noticed. Is there a cringier phrase than to have big fun said unironically? When FP said, what, the trailer? The way he said it so fast, I thought he was like, you know, using it as like a expletive, I think. So instead of being like, what, the trailer? Like, what, comma? It was like, what, the trailer? Which is not important or related to Heather's. So, moving on. Once again, Riverdale? This is not related to Heather's. Riverdale is really good at, as Alex Myers calls it, like they're good at giving you things and taking them away. Like, giving you plot points and then they don't mean anything at all. Like, right now, they're trying to make, you know, Hiram and Hermione's divorce this big deal. They were both cheating. They both had something on the side. So, it was not a case of, like, lost love or whatever. You know, or, well, I'm saying, like, right now, like, they aren't, like, they can't be, like, this heart-wrenchingly upset or surprised. Like, I get why Veronica's upset, but this doesn't even really make sense. I don't know. So, I guess they both forgot about their affairs because it's not being mentioned, so. I had paused it, and then when I restarted it, it said, I'm gonna take a bath. So that was a weird line. Big fun. Whoa! Okay, I am like 4 seconds into Big Fun. One, can Charles not sing at all? I heard him sing one time and it was not that great, and then now he's like speaking the lines. No shame in that. That's fine. Just wondering, also, there's like 4 people singing, and it's supposed to be like this crowd of kids. The lyric changes aren't bad this time. Like, Candy Star, they could have done so much better with the lyric changes. This is not as bad. Just skip right over that waterbed line. I see you, Riverdale. Why did they change, let's let the speakers blow, they'll buy another stereo? Like, there's nothing wrong with that line, but then they changed it to let the hot tub overflow on the upstairs patio or like something like that. There was literally nothing wrong with that line. I understand some, like, the changing the lines, but like, what was bad about that one? Maybe, is that like something so like obscure that I didn't understand what that meant, or did that just mean speakers? Because I'm pretty sure it meant speakers. Betty's face when Evelyn recruited Cheryl, like, that's how I feel about this entire thing. Again, not related. What is with Riverdale and like having to have their characters be like Endgame? Do I know any people in my real life who say Endgame? Endgame is for characters. So are these people aware that they're characters? She just gave him a pot brownie. What? Riverdale. Whoa. The suspense. What's gonna happen? Could he be high on the drugs? The marijuana? They're trying to, you know, build the storyline for Archie, like, he is so misunderstood, and they're talking about, like, are we 2 lost souls just feeling the void? Literally, you're in high school. You're not lost souls. You're, like, supposed to be juniors in high school. You can't have lived that much life yet. He literally went camping for, like, 2 weeks, and they're like, no. He is lost soul. He has seen just so much of the world that he just has this void in his body that only another lost soul can fill. No, he's literally a junior. Go study for your freaking SATs, bud. Like, he's not gonna get into college or anything, so I guess he did live the rest of his life already. Literally, Cheryl and Evelyn were just bonding, and now they're, like, mad at each other. Like, did they film more that they had to cut out, or is Riverdale literally just this inconsistent that they just assume you already forgot the 4 minutes ago what was happening? Because she was like, hey, I know what will help you make me feel better. You know, let's freaking dance. And then now she walks in, what's your damage? Out of the corn? I think we're in the hallway. Evil smile. Like, no, why is it like this? I'm not like a 6-year-old. I have memory stronger than that of a goldfish. Like, what is occurring in this show? Why is everyone always fighting for no random reason and they just take it back? Give you something, take it back. Here's a plot point to fill an episode. Okay, nope, means nothing. Congratulations. Welcome to Riverdale. I get that their school tolerates a lot, but like, Tony, sister, you cannot wear that. That is against dress code. Even like the most loose of dress codes can't have you wearing a top that goes like that. You know what I'm saying, sister? Also, I mean, Yeah, Cheryl did kind of invent the color red. Lobotomy, I don't know, for breakfast. Not, I mean, I get why they couldn't have said the original line, but like, what is happening? Could they just not? What? You can't just like kick someone out of your school. Just because two people come forward from behind you, two extras we've never seen before. If someone told me I had to get out of the school and then they bring forward their two friends, that would not make me be like, oh god, I gotta leave now. Her roles have downgraded so much since My Babysitter is a Vampire. I don't think Tony's voice is bad. I was scared when they started playing Dead Girl Walking because I wasn't sure which one they were going to go for. They went for the original. I think that's a good place. And I understand, I get now why they had Cheryl kick her out. Like, it wasn't clicking before, but like, it flows with the song. Get it. She started too early though. It was really funny because it's like da da da, and you could hear her go, the demon. Like, it was. Listen to it. Riverdale. Let's talk, sweetie. I understand that they could not. Why did they decide to do Dead Girl Walking if they could not sing any of the correct lyrics? Also, what is the point of, not singing at least some of the normal lyrics? Like, hold you till I break you. But, like, it's so obvious. Like, they're making it overly obvious that she's gonna have, like, a threesome. Is basically what's happening in Riverdale. Let me introduce you. Hi, this is Riverdale. So this is happening right now. And it's, like, it's, like, the weirdest... what? Cheryl singing, the And You Know, in the corner. She's not singing late, she's just timing it differently, but to me it feels like it's late, and it's literally like getting me like scared. Could she not sustain at beautiful? Could you not sustain that any longer? Because they like brought it back down to beautiful. They like did that and it was, I mean, they could have cut it short and it would have been less weird. I think the placement for Our Love Is God, very smart. So I can see now that they took the songs and then built the plot of the episode around the songs. She was flat though when she said cry. It's if they made you cry. It was they made you cry. Like it was like, I don't know, it was not the correct note and that made me uncomfortable. Have they used one song other than Candy Store for an actual part of the musical, or is it all just being used for the plot? Because so far, I don't think one character sang the correct song except for Candy Store. Although I do love that because now Casey can sing songs even though he doesn't have a role. Again, it's a very subtle reference. He says, let's fight for this, let's fight for us. Very close to fight for me. I take it back. It was not subtle. They're gonna actually sing Fight For Me. Oh, okay. So it was not subtle. Have those harmonies at the end of Fight For Me always been there, or did they write those in? Because, not gonna lie, it is very interesting, and it's kind of cool to hear harmonies I didn't know existed until, like, just now. Like, we're back to the aesthetically pleasing. This is when she's in the robe and stuff, lying on the bed. What is that, drain cleaner? And then she drinks it, oh, I promise you it's not drain cleaner. Except, they cut away so cleverly that I never actually, she, like, does that, and then, like, oh, she drank it, guys. I didn't see that, so 100% it's poison, and if Cheryl doesn't die right now, I'm gonna be very upset. Why are they doing Lily so dirty like this? She's a good singer, but every time she sings in this so far, it's been like a weird, immediate cut. Like, they didn't do the, like, yeah, like, they could have at least changed the lyrics at the beginning, so I'm like, fine, we're damaged. I mean, okay, I guess I could have done, like, the lives or dies. Okay, I get that. Never mind, I take that back. My bad. But, like, they didn't have to, like, cut out normal. Let's be normal. Like, they could have made it less sudden. Also, I'm living because last video, you guys haven't seen it yet, last video I said that I wanted, this is before I had seen this, I wanted Betty and Jughead to do 17, and now they're doing 17. The right kind of the Shoney scene was not appreciated because it made my computer lag, and also it was just, like, really sudden and weird, and I also, like, I think since I've been watching this for, like, half an hour now, I've gotten back into the Riverdale lag of expecting scenes to just like come and go in 5 seconds and then you're supposed to just forget all about them. So I forgot that this was a thing, and then I was shook. Also, forgot to mention, in case you haven't seen like my other videos, which you probably haven't, I started off, why is my voice so low, a really big Riverdale fan, and Bughead was one of the reasons why I freaking loved. I was definitely a big Buckhead shipper season 1. This making me relive a lot of that. I think the storyline of like, it's just so obvious how lonely Veronica is, and Veronica is just like relating so hard to the song is like a little bit. I feel like if they would just make it subtler, then it would be nicer. But maybe it's because I saw in the interview that they were talking about it a lot, and then now he's like, I can see you're already, feeling very lonely, so I'll leave it alone. Like, Riverdale, if you want to just lay off of the, show don't tell is a pretty good rule. I don't know why it's just with Camilla that I notice this, but they they leave her breaths in, and it's very, I don't know, for me it's like breaking the immersion in the song. I like Lifeboat. It was one of the more not, like, it wasn't super flashy, so it was definitely a really good break. What kind of world is this where in the hours before opening night you're just like at home? Like, you're not even like at the theater. You're not even like in costume or like gonna warm up or like do anything. Why is Betty wearing her like iconic crown sweater underneath her blazer? Why does she like not care that much? Iconic. It's really weird that they decided to leave in the Martha, are you free tonight, when they cut out all of Martha's other parts, but they just said Martha, are you free tonight, and then everyone like looks around like so sad. Like, who is Martha? If I hadn't seen the show, I wouldn't know who Martha is, and I would be so confused about like the meaning behind that statement. But their cast is just like, what? I noticed that they had drinks that they both take a drink out of right before they or like, kissing in front of like his trailer that was on fire. I think that might have been a subtle freeze your brain reference. It wasn't like Slurpees or anything. It was like Quiznos, like soft drinks, but close enough. I'll take it. Little heads up, the reprise to 17 doesn't make any sense if you have people going across singing it like that. Like, it's literally, she's talking to a person. They mention their name, and I can't promise no more Heathers if you let me be your friend. Like, it doesn't really make sense if they're all singing it to the audience, but like, I don't care anymore, so go ahead. Another dress coding issue at 17 reprise when Cheryl takes off her blazer and she's wearing like, like, can't really wear that at high school. I think the interpretive dancing, they're really trying to push this as like when the people that are watching are like seeing this and like their minds are being changed, which is what you want to do with theater. But since we haven't seen the rest of the show, it's a little bit of a leap to be like, wow, this show must have moved them. But like, you know what, it's coming across pretty good because, the harmonies, like, it's a good song. I feel like the point of the song is like very like hopeful and like things are gonna get better, but they're all very angry looking as they're doing this dance. They're like, I'm not angry, like focused. Like, they're focused on doing the dance, and so the message of the song isn't really coming across. In true Riverdale style, they have found some way in the last like a minute left to make you want to watch the next. Hello? They found a way to make you want to watch the next episode. Also, her dad looks a lot like her, so it was a good casting. I hate that they're able to do this to me. Like, even now, they're still able to make me want to watch the next one with just the last minute. Who writes the endings? This is so creepy. I did not hate it. I'm gonna brave it and say that I tolerate to liked it. I don't know if I can strongly say I liked it. I did not hate it though. I liked certain parts of it. There were a lot of cringier moments. Let me know what you guys want to see. Do you want me to see me post Broadway singing videos? Because I feel like when I make these videos about theater, then a lot of people, kind of want me to prove my aptitude if I'm going to be talking about it like I know what I'm talking about. So pretty much the Riverdale reign of terror on my channel I think has ended, except unless I want to do Riverdale the musical. By the way, I wrote a musical about Riverdale and I'm trying to get people to do it with me, but no one will. See you next week. Bye guys. Have a Heather's goodbye. Have the Heather's happy day. Subscribe.